good? Oh yeah, we live. We live, folks. Alright, folks, now it's your boy Blu-ray, you know what I'm saying? Me baby back in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Me, all my kick people, please follow me on YouTube B7ueray Blu-ray. And we are back with another stream. I'm about to holler at y'all. We're gonna talk a little more about this Diddy. The first video gonna be rolling into this Diddy. We're gonna talk about this Uncle Luke talking about he left all P. Diddy parties early. And if Uncle Luke left P. Diddy parties early, that should tell you a lot, cause Uncle Luke is shit, Mr. King Nasty himself, Mr. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Mr. Freaknik, so if he leaving early, Diddy parties had to be something. So we gonna roll into that, but before we roll into that, I had a guy, well, one of my family members, they asked me a good question that I wanted to ask the chat. And I want y'all to drop this, you know what I'm saying? Tell the comments up with this. I'm going to ask this comment, I'm going to ask this question all through the stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you do? What would you do with a time machine? Like, what history would you change? And why? Like, I want to see that in the comments. Like me, I'm going back in time and I'm handing out switches. And not the one that you get whooped with, the one that you case the case for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? One of them ones. What was it? What he highest said it? Uh, yeah, but yeah, one of them switches. And I'm going back with the switchy and I'm giving it to all my fellow slave members, and we taking over plantations, blowing shit up. I'm bringing bazookas, grenades, all types of shit. I'm just causing havoc. You know what I'm saying? Why? Just because why y'all do us like that? You feel me? So yeah, I be in the history books for sure. Like I be a mythical character. I come through TRX, fully loaded with all types of ammunition. I'm not even trying to really make sure nobody escape. We just about to cause havoc. Like you thought y'all about to get off like that? No, we about to flip this shit real quick and see how the world gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna bounce back from my time to back then and see what changed through history. But let's go. Let's get off into this. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Tell them comments up. Let me know what y'all think and what would y'all do with y'all time machine. Uh, I gotta get a better way to look at the chat, y'all. I gotta get a better way to look at the chat. A better way to look at the chat. And what's going on with the kick? The kick chat tripping. Cause, oh man, now they gonna make me feel like I gotta go and kick.
A CRM shouldn't weigh your budget down. It should lift your teams up. A CRM shouldn't hide fees. It should save you money. A CRM shouldn't slam you with add-ons. It should work with the tools you need. A CRM shouldn't leave you in the dark. It should deliver insights. A CRM shouldn't leave you in the dark. It should deliver insights. CRM shouldn't leave you in the dark. It should deliver insights. CRM shouldn't leave you in the dark. It should deliver insights. CRM shouldn't leave you in the dark.
I was drawn to work in marketing and SEO because I'm naturally curious. I get that curiosity from my dad.
Oh, I have to go. Bye.
That's why I use SEMrush.
Hold on, we gotta see what that's about. We gotta see what that's about. We need to fix that, cause it look like 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 It look like, no, it look like, no, it look like, no, it look like. So, let's stop the kick. I really don't want to remove the kick. We're gonna just close OBS, shut them down real quick. My bad, my bad, my bad. We just trying to make sure everything good. Damn, I just can't have everything right. Y'all know I'm new to this streaming realm, so give me a second to get all of this right. All my technical difficulty bullshit. Alright, there I go. Chat, we good. Oh, start streaming. Alright, we back, y'all. Damn, there we go. We Gucci. Alright, so bam, Steve Smith show. Ah, man,
Interesting question. I don't know if this was ever asked to you. We saw East Coast, West Coast. When we talk about the hip-hop generation, Biggie, Tupac, all of that, we've seen the violence that occurred in the years past and stuff like that. Never heard much about that with you. I don't know whether that's true or not. First of all, I want to say, is that true? I wasn't following the rap game in the South, even though I knew about the Two Live Crew. But I'm thinking about you bringing up the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Right. I'm thinking about you bringing up the women out here in South Beach. And I'm saying, if there is anything that would distract you from violence, it would be an environment like this. On the rooftop of the Betsy Hotel, South Beach, right behind and in front of me. I'm looking at those things, and I was saying, you ain't got time to think about violence when you got this kind of stuff surrounding you. Is that possible?
Well, you know, growing up as a kid in Liberty City and actually coming over here on the beach, being bussed over here to play football.
Right.
I was a little tough guy at
Right.
one point in my life, and I never wanted to sing or rap about that. You know, I let other people on my label do that.
And by the way, that Liberty Football League was founded in 1990. Just so,
yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. But at the same time, I did get into a little West Coast, East Coast beef.
Right.
You know, because again, Suge and Death Row, they were, you know, roughing up a lot of different people. And then it came about where we ended up trading disc records. It was, you know, Snoop and Dre did a disc record of us, and then we then set another disc record. We then did our disc record, but then again, you know, I grew up kind of tough around here.
Right.
You know, I had a whole bunch of successful brothers. I was the black sheep of the family. I was the bad guy. Something that I'm not proud of during those times. But then when that beef came to us, it ended up in Jack the Rapper. So, which was in Atlanta. They did a little story about it on. They did a episode on BMF last week.
Right.
About that whole little incident, and we ended up having a confrontation there, a little touch-up event where some people got touched up.
All right.
Because we won no punks.
Right.
You know, and so when that beef came to us, then we had.
That's crazy. BMF had a show, Uncle Luke. Damn, Uncle Luke. And dog, that's real. Damn.
Address it. You know, I tried to squash it because I'm a peaceful guy.
Right.
You know, but the organizers of the event said there was no need, and I was like, yes, there is a need, and because if they come, we come, then it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
And it became a problem at the hotel, and it was a melee, and they kind of showed that in the BMF movie.
BMF show. Yep.
Show. You know, which another crazy part of that story there, that was when Cortez Kennedy was holding out.
Okay.
And Cortez was in the hotel with us before we went to the actual convention.
Right. Good
And you
Lord.
should have saw Cortez running out there. He went signed up with Seattle right the next day. He was like, I can't hang out
That's
with
right.
you because it was a chaotic situation. I could just say that a lot of people got touched up, and at the end of the day, me and Suge and Snoop and all them, if you look online, you'll see a picture of us in my suite at the Dolphin Stadium when I think it was Cincinnati Bengals played San Francisco for the Super Bowl. I invited them down with a few other people because I always tried to be the peacemaker, even between Biggie and Pac.
Right.
You know, both of them was my friends. You know, I love both of them. I sat down and had conversation with Pac when all the stuff was going on, and I sat down and had conversation with Big. And, you know, I was trying to be the broker between that as well. And then, you know, squash the beef between us and these guys, but at the same time squash the beef between New York and Cali during that time. And we had all the powers that be in the suite, and we did.
How much did the deaths of Biggie and Tupac affect you? In light of what you just said, how much did it affect you and whatever changes may have taken place in you since then?
Man, it made me be more involved when I saw beefs in my industry. It made me be more involved if I saw, you know, it made me be more involved in the kids' lives that I'm at every day. It showed me that, you know, yeah, you take your platform and take the knowledge that you have to be able to save some lives because, you know, I mean, you don't know how many conversations I had with both of them guys. You know, I remember, you know, which was the wild part about it. Here, me and Snoop a couple of years before had beef, but then when we heard that Biggie died, me and Snoop was actually in the studio together.
Wow.
And so we sitting there and the phones go to ringing and everybody's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, now here me and a guy who had beef, you know, sitting in the studio making a record, and then, you know, because of this same situation, these guys, Biggie didn't get murdered. And we and him both went to the hospital that night. So, I mean, it just, you know, and we share a lot in common, me and Snoop, when we're dealing with the kids and all that.
Snoop's my brother. I mean, Snoop and I are real tight. He's one of the best people I know, bro. I got a lot of love for him, and I think it's amazing what he has done with his life and how he has transcended the beyond the hip hop industry. He's never left. You know him. I think about him, a guy like LL, acting and doing the things he's done in movies and television shows. I just Jay-Z producing shows, producing movies. We can't ignore all of that. I marvel at that. But I asked you that question because I want to transition to something else as well. The news about Diddy.
Oh.
Recently, I mean, you know, Homeland Security is raiding his homes in L.A. and Miami. They're raiding P. Diddy's property. I never thought I'd see that.
In broad daylight?
In broad daylight.
Yeah, because, you know, normally when the federales come, they come at 4 o'clock in the morning when you sleep.
So, because they came in broad daylight, what do you make of it?
I think it was a big grandstand situation.
Because it was daylight.
It was daylight. It was sending a message. It was sending a message that this is what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. I mean, it obviously covered every news station. Everybody got to see, you know, them grabbing the kids out, which I had a little problem with.
Yeah.
And
you ain't after the kids, you after him. That's not
yeah. You know, and that, I mean, grabbing the kids, dragging them out, putting them in handcuffs. I mean, that could be traumatizing for these type of kids. These type of kids ain't lived on no street life. They don't know nothing about that. They live the good life, which, you know, because their parents provided that for them. But I think, you know, a lot of guys like the Diddys and the Kanye Wests of the world, you know, when you go cut them deals, when you go in the back room and you cut them deals with the major corporations, you need to know where you stand at. You need to know that, you know, that these people really own you. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you need to know how to play the game, and I don't think he played the game in the right way, because at the end, if you're gonna sue Diageo, you better have your stuff together.
Yeah,
because
they politicians love them.
That politicians love. They're arguably the number one liquor brand in the world. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, you know, when you look at politics and how politics work, you know, these type of corporations do what? They put money.
Damn, did he dropping some knowledge on there right there. and we are shooting Diddy down. Now I'm making my jokes about Diddy and everything, but like it's a lot of smoke and mirrors in it, and you can tell because like the feds don't raid it in broad daylight. They raiding at 4 a.m. while you sleep. They gonna get you at a odd ass hour. They gonna yeah. So for them to come broad daylight, making sure everybody's seeing it, make sure it's gonna be all media coverages. They knew what they was doing. Um, so it's like he said, them powers to be like, yeah, we gonna poke, and we gonna poke, and yeah, you know, no, no, you wanna sue us, black man, you wanna sue us? You think you somebody? You think oh you got them billions of dollars that's gonna save you? We got trillions over here. We been getting paper since paper been getting paper. So he fighting with some that's like the power
money into politicians' campaign fund.
But that's why I think he's in a world of trouble.
politicians. When you get to messing with people who got the politicians, now they on your neck about everything you done did because they know about them little secret parties you done threw.
And I don't know anything. I don't want anybody to think I know anything. Diddy is always cool with me. He
Yeah,
always
me
treats me
too.
with
Good
respect.
guy.
I hope that he's innocent of what he's being, or of what they're investigating for. You know, some sex ring, some sex trafficking ring, and all of this stuff. I hope he's innocent of all that. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I do feel this way. In the world of big business, and this needs to be said while I'm sitting right next to you, Luke Campbell. In the world of big business, when you make an enemy of big business, along the way, they know enough about you.
Yes, they do.
To come for you when they want to come for you.
Yes, they do.
You understand? And it don't have to involve jail. It doesn't have to involve a crime. It can involve them squeezing you out of your money.
Yes,
making sure they humble you beyond repair.
Yes, and that's what you see right now with Diddy, and you see that with Kanye West. You know, when you look at these two brothers, you know, they cut the deals, you know, with Adidas, and Adidas spend millions and billions of dollars and putting into these dudes' pockets, you know, and the liquor companies putting all these millions and billions into their pockets. These guys, you know, when you turn on them, you better know what you're doing, you know. And I always advise guys, you can't fight them because it becomes like CeeLo.
No.
You know, big bank take little bank. You know, and big bankers gonna win every time. You know, and at the end of the day, when you go into that war with these individuals, you need to know.
You going to war with motherfuckers. The bank been big forever, so they been in politicians' pockets. Like they daddies was in politicians' pockets. They daddies been in politicians' pockets. So it's just like
that, you know, their ideal of you, they own you, and if you turn on them, they're gonna break you. They're gonna humble you. You know, they're gonna take everything that they gave you away from you, humble you, find another brother, and put him on that pedestal, the same pedestal that they put you on.
But as independent as you have been throughout your career, I think it's important to bring this up because I try to bring this up. You know, I'm 56 years old. I've been in my business for a long time. And I try to tell folks all the time, stop acting like you completely own and operate everything yourself. Everybody needs somebody, and everybody answers somebody. Your bosses answer the bosses. Those bosses answer to somebody else. Those bosses answer the shareholders, okay? And board
and you
members.
moving people's stock.
And board members, that's right. And board members and shareholders. And oh, by the way, in the end, you're going to have to deal with the public at large. You can't achieve success by yourself. You always need somebody. And to me, I think it's a mistake when people try to act like, I can do this by myself. I don't need a damn soul, because you're going to find out. You're going to have to ask for something from somebody at some point. Am I wrong in thinking that way?
Oh, no question about it. You're going to have to lean on other people. When you get into that part of big business, and you're dealing with big business, you're the spokesperson for big business. Big business is a stock exchange traded stock, and you're moving their stock because you make these claims and accusations about them. Oh, trust me, before you get into that courtroom, they're going to tarnish your entire reputation. So that jury that you think is the jury of your peers, they're going to already have this understanding as to who you are, and you're going to lose before you get in there. And that is how big business works.
So you brought up P. Diddy. I brought up P. Diddy. You brought up Kanye West as well. This is the music industry. It always, I mean, it's like a metaphor for resurrection, for crying out loud. There's always a second chance. There's always additional opportunities. With Kanye West, I believe that to be the case. With P. Diddy, I'm not so sure. It depends.
Well, Kanye, he can't get a sample cleared.
Wow.
He got barred out all these venues.
So you think he's in more trouble than Diddy in terms of being able to resurrect his career?
I think Diddy probably can weather the storm more so than Kanye.
Okay.
Because Kanye is at a place right now where he's barred out of arenas. He can't get records cleared. He can't get features. Nobody don't want to do features. And in this day of entertainment, unlike when we grew up, there wasn't no features. These dudes need to be on there with other people. And so he's gonna have a harder time. Diddy may be able to come back from this. Diddy
if he's innocent.
If he's innocent, when you think about it, there's no charges pressed.
Right, no charges.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
it's like they're trying to embarrass him.
Yes.
Stain him, etc. If there are no charges,
yes.
And there's not going to be any charges. If they charge him with something, we can't think like that. That's a different game.
That's a whole other movie, right?
Homeland Security.
Yeah, Homeland
Security. Ain't local, ain't LAPD.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
The
or Miami PD, the federales. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a different ball game.
So Diddy would have to go back. Because Diddy ain't made all kind of statements about people's religion and all that.
That's right.
Diddy could come back from it. He could go have a conversation with certain people. And again, like you say, you're going to need friends.
Right.
And some friend down the line may say, okay, all right, kind of work this thing out and take these handcuffs off me, literally take the handcuffs off me, and then he could pretty much kind of...
But Kanye's different. Because Kanye talking about people's religion, religious beliefs,
when you go into that, and when you go to bread, all kind of, when you get into politics, and so you then, you're losing people all across the board, and you got to know what you're talking about. So you're all over the place. It's gonna be tough for him. I think there's gonna be enough people can vouch for Diddy as being a good person and not a bad guy, because he's not a bad guy.
Okay.
I mean, I knew him from the time he was with Big.
Right.
And when they were together, and he's a real sensitive dude way back then. Even, now he's just he's a nice, humble guy. He's not this big animal. I don't know what people do at the end of the party, because when I go to the party, Steve, I leave.
Right.
When that party get too good, it's time for me to go.
You leave good parties.
Yeah, I leave good parties.
And you leave good parties, and you leave somebody else to have a good time.
Yeah, and I hear about it the next day.
Right. But you ain't participate.
No, negative. I'm not gonna no.
You ain't participate in the parties in South Beach. The after parties in South Beach.
No.
With every flavor you could imagine.
Well, I created my own parties.
Right.
Yes, I did.
It's still an after party.
Yeah.
It's still yours.
I have my own parties. You want me to tell you another party story?
Go ahead, man.
It was me, Steve Smith, and
the other Steve Smith, not this one. Stephen A. Smith is me. You talk about the other Steve Smith, right?
So you keep cleaning that up.
I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure you talk about me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that, man.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch you. See, this guy sharp right here. I know you sharp.
Come on now.
Hey, like you sharper than Skeeter Peter. You sharp. So we were on the boat. We were on my yacht, right?
Right.
And it was me, Steve Smith, the other one, and we had one of my dancers again, and went downstairs with the dancer. We said, don't fall in love.
Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love.
Because this girl was a beast.
So you talking about somebody? This is like the equivalent of the white dude in Harlem Nights when Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, sucked the sunshine. You understand what I'm saying? And he picked up the phone and called the wife and said, "I ain't never coming home." You talk about the brother was in that kind of danger. Is it in that kind of danger?
He was in that type of danger.
She was that bad.
And oh Lord, I could tell you more stories about her because she was that girl, and it could go high, it could go way up. The flagpole that I, but there were some people that I saved from her.
Wow.
And then there were some people that didn't listen. And he went down to the bottom of the boat, and it was all kind of noise coming back, and he came back with a big smile on his face. And he was in love, and
He was in love.
A year later, he got cut from the Heat and went to the Sixers. We sent all our guys to the Sixers, and she went with him. And I can't tell no more party stories.
Don't tell no more party stories.
Wow. Uncle Luke done fucked up somebody's career with a party. That's crazy. Alright, y'all. We just did that one little vid. You know what I'm saying? Let's. Down here. I was eating some chips. Damn, I gotta do better with the chat, y'all. What's going on in the chat? Hey, follow me on subscribe to my YouTube at Blu-ray at B7ueray B7ueray. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it in the whoopty. Yeah, follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, Pedo Diddy. Pedo Diddy, yeah. Yeah. I was groomed by Diddy. That's crazy. You wild there, buddy. That I was groomed by Diddy is, hey, who are you? Why you on that? What you eating, boy? Having me some chips. Mm, okay, I gotta do better. I gotta get a better screen. Where can I put my chat at where like I would actually be able to where I can actually see it. Oh, I got 3 views. No, like, they gave me 30 seconds. That's alright. Alright, we gotta figure out how we can get them